When you're on a plane, you're probably busy thinking about how miserable you are. Cramped seats, crying babies, a limit to the amount of alcohol you can consume to forget it all. But have you ever stopped to think about how you're flying through the air at hundreds of miles per hour without dropping out of the sky? Well, I have. So let's buckle our seatbelts and talk about the physics of flight. Let's start with the most basic bit, the momentum principle. It says that the forces change the momentum of an object, and momentum is the product of mass and velocity. What does that mean? Suppose I throw a ball at a wall and it bounces back. In order for the ball to change direction, to change momentum, it needs a force. And that force comes from the wall. Forces come in pairs, so that when the ball hits the wall essentially hits back, pushing the ball in the opposite direction. So what do balls and walls have to do with planes? Well, what if we replace the ball with air and the wall with a wing? As the air hits the wing pushes back with an equal amount of force, moving the air down and forward and lifting the plane into the air. So we have the plane aloft. Moving forward is more complicated. The air has to continue to push it up with a force equal to gravity, which is trying to pull the plane down. Once that happens and the plane is level, you need thrust. That comes from the plane's engine or propeller, depending on the type of plane. They take air from the front of the plane and they push it so it goes behind the plane, and that change in momentum pushes the plane forward. Now, if you want to build a plane, you have some options. It's collisions with air in the wing that make it fly. How much you carry, how fast you go, and how high you go. The answers lie in the physics. Make a bigger wing, you get more lift, which means you carry more stuff or fly higher. But the bigger wing means more drag, which slows it down. And you'll need more thrust to move at the same speed. You can make a smaller wing, but you'll have fewer collisions with the air, so you'll need to fly faster to increase the force of each collision in order to get the same amount of lift. In the end, you probably need an aeronautical engineering degree to build the best plane. The density of air matters too. The higher the density, the more air balls you get. This is why it's more difficult for a plane to fly in hot weather or high altitudes, as both decrease air density. So the next time you're hurtling through the air at 500 miles per hour, cursing that crying baby, take a moment to appreciate the elegant physics of flight.